Hey bookworms, welcome back to my cozy corner of the internet. The days are getting longer, the temperature is getting warmer, and it is time for some summer TBR. Today we're going to talk all about what books should be on your summer reading list. So for this challenge, what I really wanted to do was kind of think about books that I could find at my library, or books that I already had, or books that I could get on Kindle Unlimited, just because those are things that are easily accessible, and I really didn't want to add any more books to my physical TBR. On top of that, I feel like the summer is always just full of road trips and travel and just like grabbing a bag and heading out the door. So I really wanted to think of a summer reading list that would go with that kind of ease of mobility. I don't want to be lugging 25 books around with me whenever I want to go somewhere. I have done it, but definitely is not something that I recommend. All right, so essentially I split this summer TBR into 3 categories. The first is a romance book, the second is a thriller, and the third is books with summery covers. So we'll be kind of going over all of those throughout this video. First category is a romance book. And I know, I talked about taking a break from romance books, but something about the summer and reading by the water, reading by the pool, I really just want like an easy romance book. So I'm not expecting these books to blow me out of the water. I'm really just expecting them to be like easy and fun and something that I can read while I'm lounging. Realistically, I have a toddler, so it's something that I can read 1 or 2 pages at a time in between chasing them around. So for this category, I honestly just focus on one author. I've been really wanting to read some Abby Jimenez. I've just heard a lot of really good things about her, and all of her books just have the cutest, like, to me, they just feel like a summer romance cover. I don't know if they all take place in the summer, but it just seems that way to me. So Kindle Unlimited has these 5, which would be The Friend Zone, The Happy Ever After Playlist, Life's Too Short, Part of Your World, and Yours Truly. I'm pretty sure these are some sort of like series, not all 5 of them. I think 3 of them go together, and I think Part of Your World goes with Yours Truly. Since Kindle Unlimited has all of those, I'm honestly just gonna like load them all up on my Kindle now that the summer is here, and then hopefully I'll get to reading some of them. I know she also just had a new release a month or so ago called Just for the Summer. So this clearly is a summer reading book, perfect to add to the summer TBR. I might pick it up. I might see if my library has it. Again, trying to stick with not adding anything else to my physical TBR and things that are just easy to load up on my Kindle. So I'll start with the ones on KU first, and then we'll go from there. Let me know in the comments down below if you've read any Abby Jimenez and which ones your favorites are, so I know which one to start with. All right, and then the second category is thrillers. Something about the days just getting longer, I feel like I'm less scared. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just love reading thrillers in the summer. When I think of like summer reading, I think of like fast-paced, reading books in a day because I'm just like reading out by the pool and just staying up later because it's lighter outside. So I always think of thrillers when I think of what books I want to read in the summer. So a couple of the thriller books, honestly, that I already have that I'm putting on my list for this summer. Borrowing some of these thrillers, I talked about that in my April wrap up and my May TBR about how I wanted to get through some of the books that I've been borrowing. So the first one is The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I read The Housemaid by her and I really, really liked it. So I think this one will be really good. Came highly recommended. And then Good Husbands as well by Kate Ray. I'm hoping to get honestly through all 3 of these this summer. I think any thriller that you can pick up is just like the perfect fast-paced summer read. I find that I read like the most thrillers in the summer just because I'm looking for something that just keeps me on my toes and I want to read the entire book in a day. I also took a look at some of the thrillers that are on Kindle Unlimited right now because I, again, want to load some books onto my Kindle. And I was reading the synopsis for The Family Upstairs by Lisa Jewell, and I literally got chills. Basically, just the premise of that thriller is that there is a girl who's seeking out her birth parents. It turns out she was part of this tragedy in London 25 years earlier. So it seems like the book is just kind of following her through that, figuring out who her birth parents are and how she now gets this creepy mansion and what happened there 25 years ago. And it's a series, so both of the books are actually on Kindle Unlimited as well. So I just feel like reading the synopsis of these that this will just be a series that I'll just fly right through. All right, and then finally, the most fun category, in my opinion, is books with summery covers. For this, I really just went to the library and I picked up any and every book to me that just screams summer. A couple of the ones that I saw when I was there was The 5-Star Weekend by Ellen Hildebrand. I've seen a few of her books out there, but the covers, this one of it just screams summer. Then there's The Little Italian Hotel. And I also looked at Meet the Bernadettes, Katie Cotugno. Basically, just the first sentence talks about how this family was a reality TV star family. They are no more, and so the five sisters are just living in this crumbling mansion. And then they get a new neighbor, Charlie Bingley, who's like this crazy LA superstar. So it kind of has a little play on Pride and Prejudice. And after reading Bennett Witch, that last month, I was kind of in the mood for another like Pride and Prejudice spinoff. And so when I saw this one and it had a summary cover and then it was also a Pride and Prejudice spinoff, I was hooked. So I'm really excited to look at this one. And then this one is called The Resort. I mean, I feel like this just screams summer. This is a murder mystery book, obviously all taking place at a resort. So I thought this one would be cool as well. And then also The Death of Us. I don't know why to me this says summer. I think because maybe there's water in it and it's like a thriller, but I just saw this one and I thought, that makes a good summer reading book. So this one is about a woman who has a son who she adopted after his mom showed up like in the pouring rain and just basically left her child with her. And now years have gone by and some events happen, and so that's what we're following in this book, and kind of finding out, I think, who the young woman was that left the baby at the door and everything like that. So this seems really good. All right, so that is all the books that are on like my summer TBR list this year. I hope you found some good recommendations. I'm actually going to do a blog post as well of kind of like all the books and a little bit more of the descriptions if you're interested, in a little bit more of a synopsis of them. So I'll link that down below if you're interested. If you enjoy this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe so I know to make more videos like this. It does support my content and I post videos every week. I would love to hear what you're reading this summer, so please leave that in the comments below. I'm always looking for new recommendations, and I'll see you next time. Cheers!